Hey, hey, what's going on, guys? It is Dave, and you are at the RC Air Marshal YouTube channel. 50-second live show of Air Marshal Mondays. That's crazy. It's our 1 year anniversary. It's time for the big giveaway night, but not without a little bit of, like going back and just, I want to go back and look at a little bit of the history of the channel and where we started from because it's been an amazing ride, guys, and most of the folks that are here tonight have been with us every step of the way. And I want to say, a huge thank you to all the people that have been here since the beginning. A huge thank you to all of the guys that have become members of the channel. Um, a huge thanks to folks like Pilot Ryan, who really helped us get this thing kicked off and going in the right direction. A huge thanks to people like, Mike SSI and George Watts and Kevin Trappin and all the folks out there that make, these enormous contributions to all of the YouTube channels as often as they can. Um, as a lot of you guys know, we got started with this channel, about a year ago, a little over a year ago. We started doing the live shows about a year ago. And, a big part of the growth of this channel has been, doing the Spectrum AR636 programming series, and now the AR637T programming series has lit off, and that's been hugely successful. And I mean, a lion's share of the views on this channel have come from there. And along the way, we've picked up some great support, namely from BitGo Hobby and also from Horizon Hobby. And I don't want to waste too much time because we have a really special guest that I want to bring in, and I want to get everybody to give a huge emoji welcome since we can't hear screaming and cheering to Mr. Tom Cogswell with Spectrum and Horizon Hobby. Tom, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for coming by
Hello,
tonight.
everybody. Hello
So,
again, fellow RC enthusiasts. That's my own YouTube greeting.
yeah, we got the line. We got the line.
You did. I had to come up with that.
Right.
I thought it was good.
It works, man. It works.
Yeah.
So, Tom, thanks for coming on the show tonight, man. I really appreciate it. I know, I asked you a few weeks back now. I think that may have been the furthest advance notice I've
Yeah, it was
ever
a few
given to
weeks
anybody.
ago, and you were like, "Hey, can you come on this Monday?" And I thought it was the next week, so I got everything ready like that Monday, and I was like, "Wait a minute." So it's all
Yes.
good.
Sorry, man. Sorry. No, it was for our 1 year show. Because like I was saying before we brought you live, I think you could probably hear me. A huge part of the growth of this channel has been the that AR636 programming series, which, to some degree, kind of replicated what you guys did, but brought it, a little differently. And you know,
Yeah, you kind of gave it kind of the layman's or the real man's perspective. I mean, John Adams, he's great at that kind of stuff, but he can be really technical, and it's actually his job. He's our technical director. So when you have somebody, and that's what I appreciate the most, and that here at Horizon, what we appreciate the most is seeing people, just everyday guys that do this as a hobby, not as their work. Uh, put in words for people. So I think that's really important. And we try to support those people.
right, right, and I'll tell you. Some of the things that were a huge surprise to me, and I don't know if it's a testament to how well we did with that programming series or what, but uh, like the when I first posted the first AR637T video, like that day, within a couple of hours of each other, and I don't know if this was like a planned, you know, a planned assault, but I got an email from from Cody, and I got a message on Facebook from you. You know, like that was the day that kind of lit off my affiliate relationship with Horizon, and and at least at the time, I don't know if that still holds true. I got to think that we were one of the, it had to have been one of the smaller channels out there with that kind of
Hmm.
relationship with Horizon. So I wanted to take the time to say thanks for reaching
Yeah,
out, and that's been a large part of the success of the channel. So uh, you know,
good.
uh,
Well, you're welcome. Yeah. You did a great job. I've seen really good stuff, and I've seen some really bad stuff, and you're probably one of the top ones. So I keep an eye on all that stuff.
and that's awesome, man, and I really appreciate it. So thanks to Tom, thanks to Horizon. Um, that's been huge for us, and it's brought a lot of viewers because we are still getting shout outs from you guys. When people have questions like in the air hangout shows and things like that. Um, a lot of times, like, and not to your discredit, because in a lot of ways, and this is going to sound really weird, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to bring you on. A lot of the folks that see us in these YouTube channels, I mean, all they
Hmm.
see is what I consider to be the most boring side of this hobby. You know, Programming radios, updating chargers, updating your transmitters, programming
Hmm.
receivers. It's like the mundane, horrible thing, that nobody wants to do, but you kind of have to do it to keep up. So,
Yeah,
what everybody gets from us is like, oh God, there's the boring, RC doctor.
yeah, right. Yeah, the FPV know-it-alls and stuff like that.
Right.
Um, well, I mean, I think it's important, mostly on like almost like a support perspective, is that always there's always people out there that don't exactly know what to do, or we kind of take advantage or take for granted how the instructions are laid out, and sometimes we need to be able to show it to them and just kind of give it to them step by step. So it's a valuable thing to have, I think.
Right, right. And what I wanted to do, and this is going to be kind of fun for the audience. So Tom has no idea what kind of stuff I'm going to ask him, because I
Nope.
wanted to take, I mean,
I can plead the fifth
yeah,
though,
yeah,
right?
absolutely. So we were able to get Skype rolling about a minute before we went live. We were able to get all the audio stuff kind of squared away. So one of the things that I wanted to ask you about, and a lot of the questions that I've got have nothing to do with RC, because I think everybody who knows who we are, they know what we do, that we're the geeks, man. We're the guys
Sure.
that do like
Yeah.
radio programming, and trust me, we're going to have time here in a little bit where you can ask Spectrum questions, and if you can't get them answered tonight, there's probably not answers.
Yeah, that's probably true.
there, there probably aren't answers for those questions if we can't answer them for you tonight.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to talk to you about is, kind of the other side of Tom. Like, the people that tune into our live show get to kind of know me, and we do Zoom sessions every Friday. So, they know that I'm not just the geeky guy, right? That sits in front of receivers and programs receivers all day. And I kind of
Okay.
wanted to get into some of, what I think is probably some of the cooler parts about what you do in being a Spectrum brand manager, more so than the other brand managers there at Horizon. Because, I mean, as you know, and most of the people watching this show know, the Horizon carries a huge number of SKUs, right? I mean, you guys are
Hmm.
selling a lot of product,
Yeah.
and
What do we got? Like 200,000 SKUs or something like that? Something
it's
crazy.
it's crazy, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a crazy place, and you guys have so much for us RC enthusiasts, that it's just
Hmm.
unreal, man. I mean, if you can't find it at Horizon, it probably doesn't get made, and it's not just Horizon brands. I mean,
Oh,
a lot of folks don't know they can go to Horizon and they can buy, stuff like these
yeah. We,
super
we sell
cool,
domestic product. Like,
yeah,
what do you
like
got there?
these
RPM.
RPM arms
Hmm.
for a Creighton.
Yeah.
Um, there's some, and that's another thing. A lot of people don't know that I do more than just air stuff. Um, y- you know, Uh,
Really?
or I just keep these RPM arms just to be able to say like
Right.
I do trucks.
No, man, I've got a Creighton 6S that I just bang the crap out of almost like at least once a week. I love this thing.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. I think that, of all the different brands that Horizon Hobby has brand managers for, so obviously you guys have Spektrum, you guys have E-flite, you've got Arma, you've got Axial. I mean, there's so many different brands that fall under the umbrella of Horizon Hobby. And one of the coolest ones, I think, has to be the Spektrum guy, because like the Axial guys, like they get to play with crawlers. And the
Mhm.
Arma guys get to play with bashers and stunt trucks and cool street bashers. And the E-flite guys, they get to play with airplanes. The Spektrum guys get to play with
I got my fingers and
everything.
everything.
Right?
Yep.
They get to play with all of it. So,
Yep.
tell us a little bit about what you do every day as a Spektrum brand manager and kind of how that dives into all of the different brands that Horizon has under their umbrella. Of course, I lost him.
I had a little hiccup. Are you back?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you now.
Okay, so what do I do every day? Well, being in Spectrum, I have to answer a lot of questions because, like I was saying, I got my fingers and everything, so I got questions from all over the place. So I spend like the first maybe hour, 2 hours just answering questions that I got overnight on our Spectrum YouTube channel, our Spectrum Facebook channel, our Instagram channel, and then I spend the rest of my day, planning advertisements, working with other teams on release dates, pricing. Um, uh, and then we come up, sometimes we even have like brainstorming where we're like, okay, what do we really want to have with this product and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's really kind of like a jack of all trades kind of position because you get to do a little bit of everything, a bit of like product design, product testing. Um, I mean, mostly it's an advertising job, so I just got plan schedule advertisement stuff and uh, work with social media. But
Right.
yeah, yeah. My favorite part is, well, me personally, not a lot of the brand managers do this, but I have set up my own little video studio for shooting how-to videos, and I've been doing those pretty much constantly. So that's one thing that I'm good at. I'm able to explain to people how to work with our products, and yeah, that's a fun part of my job.
Right. Yeah, and I think the same way that that Jason has kind of adopted the role as the face of E-flite, so to speak.
Hmm.
You're kind of that guy for Spectrum. Of course, there's a lot more people on the Spectrum team than just Tom, but when we
Yeah,
think Spectrum, like you're the face that we see. So,
I appreciate that. I want to get Andy Coons on some of my videos. He's the face of Spectrum, like on RC groups. I personally, I mean, I valuable place for information, but I don't really use it at all. So I appreciate what he does on there.
right, right. And look, the place where I learned probably the most when I was diving into programming the AR636, and I think that this holds true for a lot of people, is there's a huge thread on RC groups about,
Oh yeah.
reutilizing or repurposing the AR636. And there's a guy on there
Hmm.
named Flight Engineer who, any of these shows like this where I'm talking about that, I can't take credit for any of the underlying, tech that went into the videos that I made. I'm just a presenter, where
Right.
the guys like Flight Engineer, the guys like Andy, the guys like Miguel, those are the real, like geniuses behind all this. I just
Hmm.
present the information and take all the credit, which is awesome.
Right. uh, as long as they know that you appreciate it. So
Absolutely,
yeah.
I mean, without those guys doing the work in the back end, I mean, we've got nothing to present.
Hmm.
So, those guys are awesome. Um, so, one of the trends that I have seen, and and one of the things that anybody who's been doing this hobby for a while, not just airplanes, but all aspects of RC, um, I want to say maybe like these past 5 to 10 years, we've really seen the Spektrum brand come onto the scene from kind of the roots of what was JR, even though they never really went away. Um, that shared tech with JR of like the DSM and evolved eventually to DSM2 and DSMX. Um,
Mhm.
that from those roots has grown this behemoth brand through what I consider to be one of the most brilliant marketing campaigns in the history of RC, and that's the bind and fly um, kind of product line that Horizon released, where, hey, we're going to start bundling our airplanes with these little Spektrum receivers. And from that, I mean, every club you go to now, everyone's flying Spektrum. It didn't used to be that way. So this brand that came from obscurity and grew to be one of the biggest players in the game, I mean, that's got to be something that you guys are awfully proud of there, Horizon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And one of the things that I've seen here in the very recent past, let's say as recently as like the last 6 months, but I think that the first model I saw it on was probably the low C Tenacity DB Pro. Was probably one of the first cars that came out of the box with a DSMR receiver.
Okay.
And we're seeing that a lot more lately, even though they're ready to run. Because a lot of cars, for the guys that are in the channel that aren't like big car guys, a lot of the cars come as ready to run models. They've got a receiver with them already. And for the longest time, the Horizon branded cars, so your low Cs, your axials, your armas, and we're kind of talking since the merger with Hobbyco took place. That's when a lot of those surface brands came under the Horizon umbrella. Uh,
Yeah.
they weren't using um, they weren't using receivers that were out of the box compatible with, like, say, your DX5, your DX6,
Yeah.
DX5Cs, whatever. And we're starting
Yeah.
to see that trend now where the new releases are coming with that. Is that kind of in line with the same strategy that you guys used with the airplanes, where now, with a single transmitter, I'll be able to control every car I've got. I mean, I've got a DX5C. I love that thing. And that was one of the things that was a little disappointing is, man, all these cars, I got to buy a whole new receiver. And now that they're coming with a DSMR receiver, it's awesome.
Yeah, and even beyond that point is that a lot of our cars are going to be coming with a dual protocol receiver, one that uses SLT protocol, which is the older tactic protocol, and also DSMR protocol. So it'll come with the cheaper tactic SLT kind of radio. It's actually a Spektrum now, Spektrum
Yep.
radio, and you'll be able to bind it to your DX5C. So yeah, a lot like that. We've tried like bind and drive uh, trucks and cars in the past. That I don't know why they aren't all that successful, but we don't really do that very much because they're not all that successful. Not like the bind and fly stuff. Um, but yeah, I mean, we do see a good trend towards that. People seeing, yeah, it comes with this Spektrum technology, the smart technology in it. I can easily upgrade to a Spektrum computer surface transmitter, even more benefits out of it. So
Right.
yeah, and really, I mean, RC cars this year have blown up. I mean, it's been great. It's one of the best years, if not the best year, for RC cars that we've seen in history.
Oh yeah, yeah, and to that end, I've seen some awesome products. I mean,
Hmm.
where it looked like, E-flite and the air brands in general, E-flite Hangar 9, the two major air side things, kind of slowed down a little bit with the COVID. like Axial and Arma were hitting it on all cylinders this year. Just
Hmm.
boom, boom, boom. Just one awesome product after another, and we'd see them all in like shotgun blast. Like, here comes a whole slew of awesome new trucks. Like, what?
Yeah. We put handbrakes on this one. What?
Yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot of awesome stuff to come out of like the Axial and Arma camp this year, and the Losi camp for that matter. I mean, there's
Yeah.
been some that dude. I tell you, that LMT looks amazing. Got to get
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That reminds me of the old LST days. I was big into the old monster truck, the LST, the XXLST. I've still got one that was nitro. I converted it to 8S. Um, it's all aluminum, pretty nice. But I mean, there's a lot of new stuff coming. I can't say, but there's some pretty cool stuff that Losi's coming out with. So
Yeah, yeah,
and Axial and Arma.
and E-Flight and Park Zone and UMX planes are blowing up. I mean,
I mean, an airplane has wings. It's not much else you can do with it. No.
yeah, right? You know, and I think that one of the reasons that like the popularity of cars in a bind and drive model really don't work out all that well. You know, at least for me, this is the consumer, you know,
Yeah, yeah. Give me your
the
perspective.
stupid Dave consumer perspective is I know a lot of folks that they get one car, maybe two, and they're completely happy, content. Um,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
airplane guys, I mean, there's a reason our transmitters have 250 model memory now.
That's true. That's very true.
20 is not
Yeah,
enough.
that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, that's like I was just saying. I've got my Creighton 6S. That's pretty much all I need for bashing at least. I got a few crawlers that I like to play around with, but airplanes, I've probably got 40 airplanes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just from what you can see, I mean, my this whole room that I'm sitting in, I'm surrounded by them, and the reason there's
Yeah.
not more behind me is because there's a door. But
Yeah, I've got all my UMX planes hanging on a line there. I've got my larger planes over there. I've got my big planes in the garage up front.
right,
This is my little man cave he shed that we're in right now.
yeah, yeah, and you know, like this whole room. I mean, everywhere I look, I'm like looking around the room. There's airplanes hanging on the wall everywhere. There's airplanes all over the floor. There's parts. There's a whole mountain of like
Yeah,
foam parts
yeah,
stacked up from, you know, maybe airplanes that may or may not have been wrecked. I can't confirm
right.
or deny that.
Oh, come on. It was the electronics,
It
right?
was always the electronics. Uh,
That's a little bash on Ryan.
yeah, yeah, it's always the electronics. Rolling loops. You know, unfortunately, my Havoc suffered the same fate that Ryan's did, but you know, it happens, man. It's part of the hobby, and that's one of the,
Jets will bite you. That's one thing that I have to warn people is like, yeah, jets look nice, but man, they are not easy to fly.
and that's the weird part about it is, and maybe again, stupid Dave, consumer perspective. I find that jets are a little easier to fly when they're flying well. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, like when you've got them dialed in and you've got them tuned and trimmed and everything is working right,
Yeah,
man.
and you got your rates set up right and stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
Jets.
I like flying 3D. So I'm always banging on the sticks. So uh, jets, they bit me a couple times. I've learned how to fly them. You got to be real gingerly on the sticks, and you know a little bit input goes a long way with them.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, and
I've put a couple in the cornfield at Eli just by either one flying too long and not able to hit the runway, you know, get a nice coming and approach and it dies out in the middle of nowhere, or I bank and yank too much and it just stalls.
well, as you may or may not know, I was in the Navy, so I just like to pound them right into the runway. Just
Yeah, you got
carrier,
to. Yeah, I mean, you got to force it into the runway. That's something that you got to
yeah,
learn with those.
carrier landings every time, man. Just pound it on in
Yeah.
there. So some of my jets, the landing gear don't like me very much, but you know, for the most part, they survive pretty well. Um, so listen, some absolutely non-RC related stuff. Um,
Sure.
it's probably been like a year ago, and I can't remember if I saw this picture or if it was a video. Once upon a time, like I said, I can't remember. This may have been you prepping something, doing something on Facebook, whatever. But I
Hmm.
swear I saw Tom Cogswell once upon a time wearing a Tool shirt. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah. No, I'm a Tool addict.
Awesome. So,
I've been to 6 Tool concerts in my life,
very nice.
which are hard to get to. I mean, they're few and far
Uh,
between mostly.
when you spend like 6 years making an album, the concerts don't come very often.
Yeah,
So the
exactly.
fact that you've been to six of them not only says that you're a huge Tool fan, but it also
Yep.
kind of tells us about how old you are.
Ah. Yeah, that's
That
true.
that guy's older than he looks, folks.
Yeah, I'm 33. So if anybody's wondering.
So I also love Tool. Been listening to them for a long time. Um, so when I saw that shirt, I was like, dude, he's totally wearing a Lateralis shirt, and that's awesome.
Yeah,
So that was pretty cool. Um,
yeah. Last I counted, I have I think 22 Tool shirts in my closet.
nice, nice,
That's the only reason I ever go to Hot Topic is to see if they have a new Tool shirt.
awesome, awesome. Yeah, so great band, man. I've always enjoyed them, and I have to give
You
you.
listen to any of Maynard's offshoots, any of his own other projects?
So not to the same degree that I listen to Tool, but I definitely have heard a lot of the material from A Perfect Circle, which I really like.
Yeah,
Um, and there's other bands that while they may not have like the complexity of Tool, I really enjoy them for other reasons, and like a lot of like the early material from Smashing Pumpkins, I think
yeah,
was awesome,
totally.
where they had like these huge, thick, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 guitar tracks all layered on top of each other, just to make this just killer wall of sound. Um,
Wow,
where I mean, some of the songs, they weren't, let's say they weren't quite as lyrically complex as Tool,
sure.
but
Yeah, I mean it's hard to. They're on their own level.
yeah, those guys are freaking maestros uh, of what they do. But some of that early Smashing Pumpkin stuff I really enjoyed, um,
Yeah,
and so that's cool. And that was one of the things that I wanted to touch on. The other one is, I don't know if you geek out as much as I do on silly things. Like, are you a Star Wars fan?
I like Star Wars. I'm actually more of a Star Trek fan.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So,
I'm more of a Trekkie. I mean, I love sci-fi all over the place. I read a lot of sci-fi books. That's the only way I can get to sleep is I read at night. So I'm always reading sci-fi fiction. Um, right now I'm rereading Dune, which is cool.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah,
Uh,
so I'm trying to reread that series so I can kind of get refreshed on the movie that's coming out next year. Um, but yeah, I mean, so Star Trek, I'm more of a Trekkie, but I do love Star Wars. I watch The Mandalorian every time it comes
did
out. Too bad the season's
did
over,
you
but
but
hey,
did you see the season finale of The Mandalorian? Oh
absolutely.
my goodness, man.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, is that Ray? That's got to be Ray. And then it wasn't Ray. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes. So I
Yes, and then I was like, I guess that makes sense because this takes place right after
it
the Empire Strikes Back,
yeah, it's
so
only like 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
or Return of the Jedi. Yeah,
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 so by this time, Yoda's dead. So then they find this other, like the whole dude, it was awesome. I'm not gonna give it up for everybody, but man, it was awesome, and I really am looking forward to see like where they go with that. because
Yeah.
there's so much that they can do with that huge can of worms they just opened. Like
Right.
boom, just explosive good stuff. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I just wanted to see if you saw it, and kind
Oh
of
yeah.
give the
Oh yeah.
give the folks in here,
Yeah.
give the folks in.
Video games and TV are my other hobbies. Well, I have too many hobbies, but that's one of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't really watch a lot of TV, but when it's good, I will sit down in front of the boob tube and
Yeah.
I'll watch it. Um, I've also been like a big guitar player for my whole life. Uh, Man, since I was a kid.
Oh,
For as long as I've been playing with RC, I've been playing guitar that whole time. So I'm pretty decent. I
man.
know
All right.
I know some Tool songs.
Great. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I tried to get into guitar playing. I couldn't really get it down, but I used to play the saxophone when I was in high school and middle school.
Right. Yeah, dude, so I was no good when I started. To be quite honest, I'm probably still no good, but I like to play.
Cool. Cool.
It's all hobby stuff, and my wife and I, like, we'll sit around. So she'll participate in some of the YouTube madness from time to time. She
Yeah.
did she didn't want to be on this week. I was like, well, I have a guest, and she was like, well, then I'm not coming on. And she gets all excited because she can sit back and watch instead of
Oh.
in, instead of having to be in
What's
front
her
of the
name?
camera. Amy,
Amy. Hi, Amy.
yeah, she's probably watching right now.
I
Um,
wonder if Sylvia's watching right now too.
oh, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I always find out that I get in trouble because they find out that y- you know that I talk about more than just airplanes.
I appreciate that because sometimes I don't like to. I hate to say it, but it's just because it's work. Sometimes I try to leave work at 5, and I am working from home, but it's like after 5 I don't touch anything. I try not. I will do RC stuff after 5 though, and it does piss off the wife
But
because it's like, are you working or are you doing your hobby? It's like it's a little bit of both.
right, and that's the thing, when you run a YouTube channel, or certainly when you do what you do. Um, I mean, at some point you got to take a break. And as much as I love the hobby, like, I gotta have some other kind of outlet, like, I gotta do something other than just play with planes all the time, or cars, or trucks, or boats, or whatever it is. Um, so I'll watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah, there you go. I've been playing the heck out of Cyberpunk 2077.
I want to see, that's where I know that Amy would, like, run after me with a butcher knife, is if I started playing games again, man. You know,
Right.
I used to play games all the time, and when did I put that down? Probably like 5, 6 years ago, and our relationship has been a lot better since then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my wife is trying to find me a PlayStation 5 right now, so that's pretty nice of her. So must not be too bad.
No, and I'll tell you, Amy has always been real supportive of whatever it is that I'm doing to pass my time, whether that's playing with cars, or playing games. Like, she comes
Yeah.
with me to the
It's good to
field.
have a hobby. You got to have a hobby.
Well, I think what she likes about me getting, back into, because I've been in RC forever, but it's always been like surface, until, probably like 5, 6 years ago now, I started doing airplanes
Oh, oh
again.
really? Okay.
So I
Yeah.
was doing airplanes, very young, but it was way cost prohibitive. We're talking like 30 years ago. So
Mm.
for about the time that you were born. I'm
Hmm.
I'm not that old, but I was about 10 or 11 back then. Um,
Flying with escapements or something, or I don't even know what you guys had back then.
uh, Shut up. I had an abacus to
I
do
have a button
all.
that goes left and a button that goes right.
Yeah, I'm not quite walking around with a cane. No, back then, I want to say that back then, that was around the time that the first Futaba computer controlled radios, like the PCM, FM style
Yeah,
radios
right.
came out, that had like nine model memory or three. I think it was three model memory, and it was
It was
amazing.
three. I remember. Yeah, it was a six channel. It had three.
The, the
Yeah.
like,
So when I was working in product support, we would have some really old radios sitting around. We got to play around with them. 'Cause I used to do product support for Horizon. I did it for about 6 years.
wow.
Um, and yeah, we would have like every model of radio that we supported. So we had JR and Futaba, and well, we didn't really support Futaba until the end, but yeah, it was cool seeing those really old radios and being able to understand how kind of the evolution took place.
Well, we got Kenny in here, Hangar 51, and Kenny has really been in this hobby for a long time, probably 45 years, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And I think
Hi, Kenny.
I think Kenny still got his first radio, and it's a single stick craft radio, one of the old big gold
Yeah.
boxes. Like it's cool
Hmm.
to look at some of the RC history every now and then, and remember where it was and how much it has evolved since then. Like we're in a way better place now than we've ever been with this hobby before. So,
Oh yeah, it's almost absurdly accessible for the beginner.
right, right. And I'll tell you, back then, if you wanted a trainer plane, like back then, I think like the plane to get if you were starting, was like a .15 sized, or a .10 sized, like an
Hmm.
ugly stick. But this was a
Yep.
balsa stick kit. You had to build it from nothing, you know,
Right.
and it wasn't like a laser cut, die cut kit. No, 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 none of that. They gave you a sheet of thin
Oh.
balsa and blueprints, and you had to like pin the wood onto, the blueprint and cut it
Yep.
out.
You pin the blueprint onto the sheet of wood and you cut it out with your X-Acto
You
knife.
cut it out your dang self, and hope
Yep.
that it all went together straight. So it was a way different hobby back then,
Hmm.
where now if I wanted something that was comparable, I mean, I can go and spend $250. And while the airframe back then may have been 250, I've got to buy the airframe, I've got to buy the servos, I've got to buy the gas tank, I've got to buy the motor. I mean, you know the drill. You got to buy all of
Yep.
it. Where now,
Yep.
I can get, if I wanted to start out in this hobby with the same style of like a 10 or 15 size plane, I've got the Mini Apprentice, I've got the Apprentice S, and for the amount that you pay and the ability to basically take it out of the box, throw it together with like 10 screws and be ready to fly in 30 minutes is just amazing to me, man. How
Hmm.
far this hobby has evolved, and like you said, I mean, how ridiculously accessible it is. I mean, you've got bind and fly, or yeah, bind and fly UMX planes that are awesome now. Yeah, like the
Hmm.
UMX Turbo Timber. That's one of the best flying planes I got, and it's this big.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that
Totally.
thing is great. And you literally take it out of the box, throw a battery in, bind it to your radio, and go. I mean, it is
Hmm.
so easy. You can be flying in like 10 minutes, eh, on a bad day. Yeah, I mean, if you're really
Yeah.
good, you can be flying in like 5 minutes. So
Hmm.
they're just ridiculous, and I love the way the where the hobbies come. I love where the hobby's going, and that's kind of the end of my part of the interview is talking about where the hobby's going and what I have really enjoyed seeing over the past year. And we may be a little over the year mark now, but I want to say it was about a year ago that you guys initially announced the first smart products. And
Yeah. It was November of 2018. Yeah.
2018?
Yeah, I think so.
Has it really been that far ago? Dang.
Hmm. Yep.
So, okay, well, in that case, then it's been like 2 years, that
Yeah.
because
It's been a little while. Yeah.
yeah, I mean the very beginning. of all of that. And this was before you guys really started announcing like what the entire ecosystem was going to bring. But I have to assume back then that you guys had to have known a little bit like this is where we're going with this because this was like the beginning of like the SRXL2 interface that we started seeing a little bit
Yep.
here and there. And
Right. Right.
like on the outside, from the outside looking in, we couldn't see everything that was going to come to fruition with the change in serial protocol. But
Hmm.
the writing was kind of on the wall. As soon as you guys announced like smart ESCs, I was like, "Oh, get out of here! They've got smart ESCs and receivers, and they're gonna blow it up, and we're not gonna need any telemetry sensors." And then you guys made
Yep.
like this
It's all just going to talk to each
big
other. That's right.
announcement of like this big smart ecosystem. So now with like smart batteries, smart receivers, smart checkers, smart chargers, smart everything, that whole ecosystem has really kind of taken off for you guys. Can you, without getting into if you even know like sales figures, um, how well received has the smart platform been since that announcement took place? I mean, has that been pretty huge for
Hmm.
Spektrum?
It was a hard push, I would say, for like the first 6 to 8 months. Um, people were a little skeptical. They were thinking that we were trying to be Traxxas with their ID stuff, where you had to use a Traxxas battery, you had to use a Traxxas charger, and we just kept on trying to nail it in. That like, no, that's not the case. The smart battery can work with any charger. If you want to use the extra smart stuff, you use a checker. Um, so I think we kind of squashed that, and that's when it started to really kind of take flight. Um, and I mean, sales figures. This past year we had a really lofty sales goal, and we've actually beaten it. And I'm really honestly, I was like, oh my god, how are we going to do this? But yeah, we've done it, and it's really worked out pretty well. Um, and it's just going to get better. Actually, next month we're going to have some new stuff that you might be excited about, Dave.
I
So
I get excited about
there's
all this stuff.
new smart stuff.
So being a little more in tune with the geeky side of RC, I get excited sometimes more so about the electronics than I do about the airplanes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll tell you some things that I would love to see, and I'm sure that you hear this. I would love to see the inclusion, because you guys have, you know, ROAR approved batteries,
Hmm.
but to this point, I have not seen a a Firma ESC that supports sensored motors yet. And they so
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've been hearing that since we came out with those ECs in the
like
first place.
the very beginning.
So yeah, that definitely it's in the works. It may not be racing related right away, but we do have a censored ESC in the works that's going to be coming out real soon.
Yes. So while I can't squeeze, specific leaks, I will take that. That's awesome.
Yes.
And speaking of leaks, some of the sleuthy people on that watch more than just the Facebook groups and more like people that look deep to find, you know, uh, small little tidbits of what's coming from Spectrum that are maybe looking at FCC filings may have seen,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Some people that's a hobby for some people too.
yeah, yeah, may have seen some products that are on the way, where
Is there one that you know about that I don't know about?
probably not. I don't think so. So what's interesting is
No, I know.
I
I don't follow the FCC stuff, so I don't know what kind of gets leaked on there or not. And then I'm like, oh wait, there it is.
yeah. So what's interesting is I never saw the AR631 on there, although Jason and I talked about that several months ago. And I
Okay.
mean, and we're kind of bound to not say anything. So
Well,
I never
I
mentioned it.
I don't know if the AR631 was on there or not because it's a variant of the AR630, but I suppose it would have to be because it has an antenna on it,
Right.
so it must be
And
on
I
there.
would assume that it's got its own
Yeah.
FCC ID.
Yeah, I think it does.
So I didn't see that on there, but what I would say is that for people like when the NX series radios came out, so the day the NX series radios came out, the 8360 receiver was announced on the same day. So now
Yeah.
you've got this NX6, which with that seventh digital channel is awesome, by the way. Um,
Hmm.
you've got the NX8, which I'm still a little puzzled by the price point of the NX8 only being like $40 more than the NX6. That really didn't make a lot of sense to me, but hey, it is what it is. Uh,
Yeah, it was more of an executive decision.
yeah, like shouldn't the NX6 be cheaper by like a lot? But what or the NX8 be more pricey? Enough to make it where people would look at something else.
Yeah, I'm still here. My camera died. I got to put another battery in it.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. I was like, I think I can still hear you. Um,
I am.
so yeah, the NX6, the NX8, and you got the NX10, which the NX10 I think is what maybe like $20 more than the DX9 Black and the
Yeah,
DX9.
it is. Yeah,
But at least from what I'm seeing, with the extra channel and the Wi-Fi and the color screens and the folding antennas and the Hall effect gimbals and all the other stuff that the NX10 comes with over what you got with the DX9, I think the NX10 is like the next, let's call it mid-grade flagship for
yeah.
Spectrum. I mean, that thing is
It is the next DX9. The DX9 was a extremely successful radio, and it's probably one of my favorite radios up to date. It's the reason I love the IX12 so much because it feels like a DX9.
right. Yep, and
So
and I've
definitely,
gotten the
yeah,
opportunity to get my hands on an NX6. Some of the other influencer folks that do more, airplane stuff, got a hold of the NX6s, and I was down in Florida with the Mary Boozers, and
yeah.
got to play with the NX6, and I'm sitting here looking at it, and I've got my IX12 because I've was an early adopter of the IX12, love that thing, and the NX6 and the IX12 feel almost identical. As
Hmm.
far as like the way they feel in your hand, the way that everything kind of lays out. Um, so I think that folks that are, familiar with the DX series that like their DX9s and their DX8s, DX6, even the IX12, that these guys are really going to enjoy the NX series radios a lot.
Yeah.
They feel good in the hand. I've got an NX10 on pre-order. Lord knows when it's going to be here, but you know, hopefully it
They're on
gets
the
here
water.
soon. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that we've had to do is change everything over to ocean shipment. It's way too expensive to do air shipment anymore. So if anybody's wondering, like, or asking, why did this get delayed to this point? It's because we probably had to change it to ocean shipment.
It happens, man.
Yeah,
And with those, they've got batteries. I mean, you can't put them on airplanes for international shipping anymore. So it is what it is.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
So listen, it's been awesome having you on. I don't want to kick you off because I enjoy talking to you, but I mean, we're 50 minutes in already, and I think it's time to give something away, man. People are here for the
Well, I'll
giveaway.
hang out. I want to give something away. What are we giving
What are we
away?
giving away? Well, I think that
I mean, if you want me to throw something in, I got a whole bunch of stuff I could give away.
oh man, you heard it here first, guys. So, listen, if anyone's got questions in the chat, when we shift over to the giveaway, and it would not be an Air Marshal giveaway without the Wheel of Doom. So, boom.
Feel of Doom.
Here you go, guys. We have got the Christmas special Air Marshal Wheel of Doom going on tonight. We've got the red and green.
All right.
We are dressed up. We are dressed
Oh, this is
up.
cute. Look at that.
We are
I should have brought my Santa
Heck
hat.
yeah, man. We are dressed up for the holidays tonight. So, uh, for those of you guys that are in here, that's awesome. I think we have 138 people that registered for the giveaway this time. Um,
Right.
So, Tom, just so you know, a lot of times we used to be a lot more, let's say, um, what would you call it? A lot more relaxed with the way that we did these giveaways, say, a year ago.
Sure.
And the last giveaway, the last big one that we did, it was on Pilot Ryan's show, and it just turned into a big mess because
Oh yeah.
yeah, because people were changing their names in YouTube and going like, "Oh,
Huh.
I won!" Like, dude, there's two of you in here. Which,
What?
would the real Slim Shady please
Oh.
stand up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. All right.
to make sure that that did not happen this time, I had everybody register. So there's been a lot of admin going on behind the scenes for this particular giveaway. So for those of you guys that are sitting
Okay.
here looking at the wheel, everybody had to register with their email address. If you win tonight, I need you to send me an email. Not only do you need to be in the chat, so you need to be like, "Hey, I'm here, I won, yay!" But you're also going to you're going to need to send me an email because um, there will be an email verification to go along with you winning your prize. Just so you know. Um, yeah. So yes, there's 130. Uh, I, I think I think Tom's stuff is freaking out again.
I'm back. You hear
Oh
me?
yeah. I got you.
Sorry about that.
No, it's cool. So yeah, we've got 138 people on the wheel, and let's see. I want to go over the prizes. So first off, let's talk about some of the specials and things like that, right? So outside of the giveaway, I wanted to do something where everybody has an opportunity to get something cool. And so what I've done with that is I have done a 30% off discount code for my Teespring store. So if you go into the description of this video and you want to get you some Air Marshal merchandise, some t-shirts, some hoodies, hats, well, maybe not hats. We
All
don't have
right.
hats, but we do have face masks. We've got all kinds of stuff. I've got a 30% off discount code for the RC Air Marshal Teespring store, and that is good until the end of January, guys. So
Man.
you've got a while to get in there. I don't make any money on that stuff anyway, so what difference does it make if I make a dollar or if I make, 1 penny? So get in there and grab you some Air Marshal merch. Till the end of January, 30% off. The discount code is in the description. Also, from another one of our big supporters on the channel, BitGo Hobby. Sorry, sorry, Tom.
Yeah.
uh,
No, that's cool. I mean, they're an up and coming outfit. I'd like to get to
yeah,
know them myself.
yeah, they're good folks. And they're not really competing with you guys. I mean, they're selling a whole different kind of airplane, but any Dynam airplane that you buy from BitGo Hobby, check the link in the description. I've got my affiliate link for BitGo Hobby and a 10% off code. So anything that you buy Dynam from BitGo between now and next Sunday is 10% off when you use my link and you use the code. And
Make
you
sure to
can
grab an AR-630 or AR-631 for your Dynam plane.
hear you heard it here first. You heard it here first. And speaking of that, if you're going to buy that AR 630 or 631, check the link in the description for my Horizon affiliate link
Hmm.
when
That's
you
right.
buy that AR 630. And then once you get it in your house, swing back by the channel and check out the AR 637T programming series because the AR 630
Dave will
and
help you
AR
program it. There you go.
637T both program the exact same way. And by the way, the guys that have gotten their 8360s, um, you can use my AR637T programming series to help you out with that as well.
Hmm.
Because all the forward programming, I probably should go back and change the name of that to the Spectrum Forward
Yeah, I know. I
Programming
need to go back on
Series.
my videos and change the description and the tag so it includes all those receivers.
Yeah, it's just the Spectrum Forward Programming Series instead of,
Hmm.
You know, the AR 630 or 631, 637, 8360, something that's on the FCC page that that may or may not be on the way, but the pictures sure look good. Um, all right. So the first thing that we're going to do, guys, we've got a couple of merchandise items that were put up for. Um, so a lot of folks donated to the giveaway, number one. So the first item that we're going to give away, this is from a fellow YouTube channel, Just Plain Crazy. Brendan McCormick, he does a lot of stuff on custom stands and plane customizations and things like that he's done. He is going to let the winner choose the t-shirt of their choice from his merch store, and he is going to send it to you absolutely free. So that is going to be the first prize that we are giving away. And then we're going to give away another t-shirt. But let me tell you, the big prizes are coming later. So without further ado, folks, we are going to do our first giveaway item, and this is for a t-shirt of your choice from the Just Plain Crazy merch store. When you win, be sure to send me an email. I will give you a link to the Just Plain Crazy merch store as well as his email address so you can get in touch with him. So we're going to spin the wheel. Are y'all ready? One, two, three, go. So this is the fun part. This is the fun part. We are spinning the wheel, and our winner is Dave in Kentucky. Dave in Kentucky, are you here tonight?
in Kentucky.
Come on, Dave in Kentucky. So listen, if you're not in here, then you can't win. You have to be present to win.
Oh,
So if
oh no.
yeah, yeah, right. So I'm gonna do a quick little. Oh nope, just Dave's RC is the only Dave I see, not Dave in Kentucky. So that stinks, guys. And because we're right on the. I mean, we roll right into Gooniac show. So I gotta move on. So unfortunately, Dave in Kentucky, I'm sorry, buddy. We're going to be moving on. So we are spinning the wheel. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Who do we got? Shadow Ops RC. Somebody tell me Shadow Ops is in here. Is he in here? There he is. Shadow Ops
All right.
RC
Woo!
is our winner of the Just Plain Crazy t shirt. So make sure that you shoot me an email. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat for everybody to get. Oh, no, that's my real email address. Y'all can't have that. Oops. That's all I need is a bunch of spam. Can you help me with my
Yeah, you
receiver?
got
Like, not on this
Nigerian
email.
princes emailing and stuff.
No. All right, Shadow. So shoot me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com, and I will give you all the information you need to get your Just Plain Crazy t-shirt from the Just Plain Crazy Teespring store. All right, so we are going to move on to the next prize, and this next prize is a oh, what is it? This is another piece of merchandise from a very popular YouTube channel. This is any t-shirt from the merch store of our good friend GB Linden RC. We are spinning the wheel in three, two, one, and go. Don't worry, Tom. We're getting to the good stuff here real soon.
It's all good.
Ron for the Hills Mining. I know I saw Ron for the Hills Mining in here just a little bit ago.
Ron for the Hills? Is
Ron
that his
for the
name?
Hills. Yeah, like Iron
That's
Maiden.
tremendous. I love it.
So Ron for the Hills Mining. You gotta say so. Yes, Ron for the Hills Mining. There he
Yes.
is. So
All
Ron for
right.
the Hills Mining, shoot me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com. I should just copy that, right? Instead of having to,
Copy and paste is a wonderful thing.
I know, right? Uh, I used to be an IT guy.
Man,
You know, before I
done a
became
little
an
bit of
idiot.
everything, huh, Dave?
Yeah, before I became an idiot, I used to be an IT guy.
Before he was an idiot.
So you'd think that like the copy and paste would just be instant, or that I'd have it on like a keyboard macro, just boom, boom, boom.
Right. Control
So,
C is easy enough.
yep, yep. All right. So, Ron for the Hills Mining, congratulations. You have won, good sir, a T-shirt from the GB Linden merch store, and I will get that information to you as soon as the stream is over. You send me an email, I will respond to you in kind with the link to GB's Teespring store and GB's email address. You simply pick the T-shirt you want, and he will get it sent to you. All right.
Cool.
So, Ron for the Hills Mining. We can. So I gotta make
So does that
sure.
take him out of the lineup for winning anything else then?
Well, yeah, man, you can only win once,
Oh
so
man.
it's like when
Yeah,
the
all right. I mean, a shirt's still cool.
when the ping pong ball gets pulled out of the hopper, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
the The lottery is a crazy game to play. All right, so we are moving on to our next drawing, and this one is going to be for this one is for a $25 gift certificate to wherever you want.
What?
A $25 gift certificate to wherever you want, right? So
E- Even like Outback? Can I go to Outback?
if you want an Outback gift certificate, yeah. I mean, I
All
can
right.
find a way to do a so obviously it's going to be to a hobby store. You know,
Okay.
so I will probably do a Horizon gift certificate. And yeah, guys, don't worry too much about the delay. It's not like we're picking numbers or anything. Um, you know, it's not something that you guys have to like answer. I mean, you need to tell me that you're here, and if I see that you're here, then you know it is what it is. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, if there's 20 seconds, don't worry, man. We're gonna be all right. All right. So this $25 gift certificate, we're just going to make it to Horizon Hobby because Horizon Hobby has freaking everything that you need for airplanes. So, boom. This is a $25 gift certificate to Horizon Hobby. And this one is from our good friend of the channel, Mr. Brian Chambers. So, thank you, Brian,
Hey,
for
Brian. Thanks, buddy.
contributing. Yeah, man. So, thank you, Brian, for contributing the $25 gift certificate. I'm sure that everybody will enjoy this. And let's spin that wheel and see who gets it. $25 for Horizon Hobby goes to AZ Desert Jets 10. AZ Desert Jets 10, are you in here tonight? I hope
Got to
so.
give him 20 seconds.
Yeah, just long enough for that delay to kick in. There he is. AZ Desert Jets 10, congratulations, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Woohoo. What are you going to spend that on, AZ Desert Jets?
Well,
Smart battery?
I can
It's a good
tell
choice.
you, he is going to spend it all in one place. You know, that's always the running joke, like, don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah. No.
Okay. And I think so AZ. Sorry, I'm just writing down the winners on my little spreadsheet here so I can keep track of who won what.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a good idea.
you know, sometimes I have them. It's not quite as often as when I don't.
No, I've done these giveaway things before, man. They're not easy, so more power to you. We haven't done a giveaway in like almost a year.
I,
And COVID just knocked everything like that out of the park for us here at Horizon. I've been trying to think of a good way for us to do it again, but it's hard to get the logistics involved.
so what's funny is I think the last giveaway that you guys did, that's when I won. I won a Firma 130 amp ESC.
Yeah, yeah.
That's been a while back. That's where this shirt came from.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Christmas of last year, because it was
Yeah,
you had a Christmas tree in the thing, and everybody was like sitting
that's
around the
right.
Christmas
Yeah,
tree with ugly sweaters
yeah. We
on.
had rounds. That was so much fun. Ah,
Yep.
yeah. I'll talk to Alex. We're gonna do another giveaway. Dang it.
Yeah, and I can't remember what I had to do. Victor Samuelis won something in there too. I think he won a 45 amp Avian ESC. Um,
Yeah.
but I think that the way I won that thing, you guys were looking because there was only one vehicle that had a Firma ESC in it at the time, and it was the Tenacity DD Pro. And you guys had
Mm-hmm.
asked that question, and me being the big smart geek that I am, I was like, Tenacity
You
DB
got it.
Pro,
I love that
losers.
truck. I've still got one of those.
So yeah, that's where I won it, and I put it in my crate as soon as it got here, and I've had it in there ever since, and that thing has been beat to crap. I've got a
Nice.
4S Creighton that I just beat to hell, and
Yeah, that's a good choice for it.
and
Yeah.
that thing is running great. Um, Sweet. So we've got three winners so far. We've got Shadow Ups RC. We've got who won? Who won the other T-shirt? Oh no.
Um,
So Shadow Ops, Ron for the Hills Mining.
Run for the hills.
Run
Yeah.
to the. Oh, sorry, I got a little carried away.
Run for your life.
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry, I'm throwing up the horns, man. I'm really getting into it. All right,
Isn't it?
that is Iron Maiden. What? Shame on you, Tom.
I've seen Iron Maiden twice. Those guys are awesome.
They're
No, no,
awesome.
I love it. I knew it was Iron Maiden. That's just like
Those guys put on
Iron Maiden.
an
Yeah.
awesome show. All right,
Oh yeah.
so next up on the Wheel of Doom, folks, we've got another $25 gift certificate to Horizon Hobby. This one courtesy of our good friend, the Fred Barron RC. Everybody loves Fred,
The Fred Baron.
the Fred Barron.
So many
Yes,
puns.
there's so many.
This is great.
Like the RC Air Marshal. I mean, go figure. The
Yeah.
show just starts with one. Oh, get the hell out of here. The Fred Barron RC won. Sorry, Fred. You can't win your own prize. We're not going to remove your name, but you can't win your own prize.
Oh jeez.
So we're spinning again. That's funny. All right. RC Roland. So, Mr. Roland, are you in here?
They see me rolling.
They hate it. Thank you, Shadow. All right. Where are you at, RC Roland? Are you not in here, Roland? Come on, man.
Come on.
There he is. There's our
All
guy,
right.
RC Roland. RC Roland, shoot me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com. And guys, make sure that when you send me these emails, when you win, that you use the same email address that you used to register for the contest. If the email
Yeah.
addresses are different, I will I will charge you with fraud, and you will not get anything. I'm doing signature verification here. So
Yeah.
let me mark down RC Roland for the $25 gift certificate from the Fred Barron RC. Now, next up, we've got another $25 gift certificate, and everything from that point, boys, is getting better and better. We're getting to the big prizes.
All right.
So this last one is another $25 gift certificate. This time, it is the $25 gift certificate to Motion RC, courtesy of the Farmers RC channel. So the Farmers RC channel sponsored this gift. Everybody give a big round of applause for Owen for sponsoring the
All
the
right.
$25 gift card. And we are gonna spin that wheel, cause spinning.
I'm not familiar with the RC Farmers. What channel is this?
So it used to be Farmerman. He changes the name of his channel like every couple weeks.
Okay.
Flying Times. Flying Time's a big contributor to the channel. He's one of our channel members. Is he in here tonight? So listen, some people that are in the chat, um, most of the people that are here, they registered for the giveaway by sending me an email. If you are a channel member, I registered you without you having to send an email because you make a contribution to the channel every month, and I love you guys. So you guys didn't need to send an email in. Tim Times, Flying Times was one of those guys. So if he's not in here tonight, that's too bad. And I'm sorry,
Mm.
brother. So yep, Flying Times, unfortunately, looks like he is not here. But it looks like GB's back. GB, we gave away a T-shirt from your channel. So you won by having to give somebody to someone else.
Yeah, bro.
Congratulations. All right. So we are going to move on. Again, this is for the $25 gift certificate to Motion RC. Oh, Eric RC. Eric RC, are you here tonight? Eric RC. I haven't seen Eric RC. Let me see if it comes up when I try
Oh
to.
for 2. Come on.
Nope, I am not seeing Eric RC. So we're gonna keep going. If Eric RC comes up, you know, we'll have to come up with some kind of consolation prize. Oh, who do we got here? Daryl. Daryl from South Georgia. Is Daryl in here tonight? So Ryan, Pilot Ryan, is in the chat. How you doing
Hey,
tonight?
what's up, Brian? How you doing, man?
Is Daryl here? Daryl from South Georgia. Every time he comes in the channel, every time he comes in the chat, he's like, "Howdy from South Georgia." I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Howdy from North Georgia." I'm up in Atlanta, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Daryl. Man, that's
Yeah.
that's that's too bad. Daryl, there he is. Daryl is
All
here.
right.
Daryl, you have won a $25 gift certificate from our buddies over at Motion RC, courtesy of the Farmers RC channel. Thank you very much, Farmers RC, and congratulations to you,
Yeah.
Daryl. Be sure to send me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com. I've already got the gift certificate, and I will send it right over to you, buddy. Congratulations to Daryl from South Georgia. All right. So, guys, we are getting into the heavy hitters now. Next up
Oh.
on the list of awesome prizes. So that went to Daryl. Sorry, I'm writing down who gets everything, right?
Yep.
I
Take your time.
all right. Next up is a $50 gift card to Horizon
Oh.
Hobby.
All right.
$50. 50 buckaroos to
That's
Horizon
almost a
Hobby.
receiver, right?
That it depends on which one you get.
I'm just playing.
For some, it's half a receiver.
Yeah.
For some, it's but a mere fraction of a receiver. What's up, Spencer Keith? How you doing tonight, man? All right, guys. So this next one, $50 for Horizon Hobby. $50. This one is courtesy of our good buddy Shadow Ops RC. So thank you, Shadow Ops RC. We're spinning the wheel. 50 bucks. 50 bucks.
50 smackers.
Hey guys, if you want to spend this on something else, Reckham Roy's RC. Congratulations, buddy. Please tell me Reckham Roy's is in here. Reckham Roy's. Reckham Roy's. Re- Reckham Roy's.
Going once,
I got
going twice.
somebody's got to get Reckham Roy in here. Get Reckham Roy in here right now.
Nah, I think these other guys are hungry.
Well,
I guess the correct term for this year is thirsty. I guess they're thirsty.
there he is. There's Reckham Roy's RC.
All right.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. Congratulations to Reckham Roy's. Reckham Roy's, incidentally, also won the first thing that I ever gave away on this channel. So we've come full circle.
What?
The first thing that we ever gave away was a. Hey, all right. So I just got another little prize from our good buddy Pilot Ryan that we will be giving away next.
Okay.
So Reckham Roy's RC is the winner of a $50 gift certificate to Horizon Hobby from our good buddy Shadow Ops RC. So congratulations, Reckham, and thank you so much, Shadow Ops RC. Awesome. All right, next up, you guys, we just got an awesome prize contributed to the giveaway by Pilot Ryan.
On the fly from Pilot Ryan.
So like like right now, just now, this just happened.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for this? $50 cash money. $50 cash money that we will be sending you directly via PayPal.
Oh man,
And you can use
cold hard cash.
so you can use this one at Outback. Boom. So someone's going to be eating steaks. $50 cash money, courtesy of Pilot Ryan. All right, we are spinning that wheel. This is for 50 bucks. Hey, if you want to give it right back to Pilot Ryan, I hear that he sells wrenches on his channel. Um, he sells wrenches for 50 bucks. Vance
Okay.
Farley. Vance Farley. Mr. Wendell. Vance Farley. Are you in here tonight? Is Vance Farley in here tonight? Don't use it all at Brokeback Mountain. Come on, Ryan.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but it sounds delicious. Wait, what?
Is that what you
Dave,
learned in the military?
Dave, that is not a
Oh.
restaurant. That is not a restaurant. So, where is Vance Farley? I know that Dennis Farley couldn't be here tonight. He's doing some stuff with the family. I don't think that Dennis and Vance live in the same immediate area. Um, but if Vance Farley is not in here, unfortunately, we are going to have to move on.
50 bucks, man. You missed out.
50 bucks cash, son. 50 bucks
Yeah.
cash. Oh, there's BitGo Hobby, which, by the way, guys, don't forget to check the links in the description. I've got two big time discount codes in the description. I've got one discount code. Use my links, the affiliate links, to take you over to BitGo Hobby, and then check the description for the coupon code that will get you 10% off all Dynam planes all throughout the week over there at BitGo Hobby. So, kind of last minute Christmas shopping, or you want to buy something with your Christmas money, grab you a plane from BitGo Hobby, 10% off all week long. So thank you to BitGo Hobby, BitGo Bobby, Dr. Jing. Those guys are awesome. And thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. So Vance Farley, I am sorry. We did not get an answer from Vance, so we're going to be moving on to the next winner, unfortunately. This is for $50 cash money from Pilot Ryan Media. And remember, if you're not a moderator on the Pilot Ryan Media YouTube channel, Ryan will gladly give you a wrench in lieu of your 50 bucks. So, Pearl Jam 26. Is Pearl Jam. Wait, he's on his way. Who's on his way? Is Vance coming in? I'm not seeing Pearl Jam. Is Pearl Jam in here tonight?
Is Vance going to be here late with style?
I am not sure. Let's see. I don't think that Pearl Jam is in here either. But a lot of us know Vance Farley. And if we can get him to bring his sorry bottom in here before I spin the wheel again, I will gladly give him the $50 cash prize. But I am not seeing Vance Farley. So that is a shame. All right. So I didn't see Pearl Jam in here either. So we are going to spin the wheel again. Eric Hiles. Eric Hiles. Are you in the chat tonight? How have we not got a winner? This is for 50 bucks cash. Where are the
Right?
people? There's 100 people in here. There's only 129 people left on the wheel. Like everybody in here, that's crazy. How do we keep hitting? Like the odds of us not having the people in here, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like we're getting rid of all the people that aren't here now. All right, Eric Hiles, going once, going twice. Sorry, buddy. All right, we're spinning again. This is for $50 cash money.
Come on.
Yeah, listen, you got to be here to win. You got to be here to win. Great Scott RC.
Great Scott.
Great Scott. Yeah, if Great Scott RC is not here, we're just gonna keep on spinning the wheel till we get a winner. There you go. There you go. Big O Hobby says, I'll send you my address for the unspoken four prizes. How generous. All right. I am not seeing Great Scott RC either. This is crazy. Wow.
Are we 0-4 right now?
We are. This is the fifth time we're spinning the wheel for 50 bucks in cash money. People don't want cash money. Like the gift certificates, they were like, I'm here, $25.
Yeah, right?
But like you start throwing some cash money up. Nathaniel Pulling. Nathaniel Pulling. I know we had two Nathaniels. Nathaniel Pulling is right there. Boom!
Woo!
We finally got a winner. Nathaniel Pulling has just won $50 in cold hard
$50 cash.
cash.
Man.
Cash money from Pilot Ryan.
Courtesy of Pilot Ryan. Thank you, Pilot Ryan. That's
So
really nice of you.
Thank you so much to Pilot Ryan Media, and congratulations to Nathaniel Pulling. Nathaniel, shoot me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com. I just linked that in the chat, and we will make sure to get you in touch with Pilot Ryan Media. And if you don't subscribe to his channel, then dang it,
Yeah, shame on
he's
you.
then he's probably not going to give you $50. I'm just saying.
A little double check.
Right, discount double check. All right, so Nathaniel Pulling was the winner of the Pilot Ryan $50 cash. All right. Next up, we got, we're getting into the big time, boys. We're getting into the big time. All right. Hey, Dave's RC, sorry, man. I saw that you tried to call earlier, and I apologize. If you shoot me a text message, if there was something that you wanted to do, um, shoot me a text message. Because I got a phone call and I got a voicemail, but I mean it's just not right to to do that right now. GB, the winner of your shirt was Ron for the Hills Mining. Ron for the Hills Mining. All right. Next up, guys, courtesy of one of our fine, fine supporters, Mr. George Watts. We have a $75 gift certificate for Horizon Hobby.
Man.
75 smackaroos. All right, and hopefully we'll just have to spin this wheel once and we'll just land right on a winner. Awesome, Dave. You know what? Let's do that one first. We're going to do that one first. We're going to do so Dave's RC is throwing in one of his brand new hot off the press t-shirts. All right. So that is what the wheel is getting spun for. Is a hot off the press, brand new silkscreen Dave's RC t-shirt. I would say that you can pick whatever one you want, but he only has one available. So that's the one you're getting. And we are rolling the wheel. JCB 67. Is JCB 67 in here tonight? JCB 67. There is my wonderful wife, Amy. Hello. She's in the chat. JCB 67, congratulations, sir. You have just won a nice new, fresh off the print t shirt from Dave's RC. Congratulations to JCB 67, and thank you so much to Dave's RC.
Mhm.
All right. So let me jot that down. JCB 67, be sure to shoot me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com, and I will make sure that that contact information makes its way over to Dave's RC and we get that t shirt out to you. Congratulations, sir, and thank you again to Dave's RC. Now, next up on the list of prizes, and we've only got four more prizes to go, guys, and these are all
Oh
pretty
man.
nice. These are all pretty
All
nice.
right.
We've got
Are we doing the $75 gift card now?
this one is $75 to Horizon Hobby, courtesy of Mr. George Watts. So,
Thank you, George.
big thank you to George Watts, and good luck to everybody. All right, here we go. It's like I feel like I should have suspenseful music that plays when the wheel is spinning. Like that should be an option. Nice. Nice.
There, I tried.
Richard Booth. That better not be one of those funny things that like when people call up and they're like, "Could I speak to a Richard Booth?" Like, what? Oh no, Vance Farley just came into the chat. You are about
Oh,
10 minutes late, my friend. You did get skipped.
oh,
And I'm
that
gonna tell you,
is
Vance,
rough.
you lost out on $50 in cold hard cash from Pilot Ryan.
Don't tell him
I am gonna tell him because I know Vance, and it's just a kick right to his butt. You should have been here, you punk.
that. Oh,
Oh man, I'm sorry, man. You got to be here to win. You don't deserve to be skipped. Don't be so hard on yourself. So, Vance, shoot me an email anyway, and we will figure something out, my friend. I'm not going to let you leave here empty handed. I think I'm going to try to find a way to get you some kind of cool prize. I was helping a Vietnam vet with his cell phone. Hey, man, listen, you're always a winner in my book. Now, Richard Booth, did we ever get Richard Booth to say whether or not he's here? Because Richard Booth is the winner of the $75 gift certificate courtesy of George Watts if he's here.
man, come on,
We
Richard.
have a lot of folks that have been getting skipped tonight. Hey, listen, Vance, you're not the only one that's missed out on some crazy prizes. Before you won the $50, like three other people won the $50. We skipped over like six people.
Yeah,
You lost out on a fresh copy of the Blu-ray version of Brokeback Mountain.
yeah.
I hear it's a
Yeah.
I hear it's not a restaurant. I was so disappointed. All right. Sorry, no Richard Booth. We are spinning the wheel again. This is for $75 gift certificate to Horizon Hobby.
Yeah, come on. Who's it
Just
from again?
this is from George Watts, who is a great contributor to the channel.
All right, yeah, thanks again, George.
Just plain crazy. Brendan McCormick, are you in the chat,
Well,
sir?
he was one of the guys giving away stuff.
Yeah, but they can still participate.
Well, okay,
He
great.
just can't win his own prize. Is Brendan McCormick still in here? And a lot of times, if it's folks that gave, that contributed something, a lot of us that run like big YouTube channels, we're always like, just give it back, spin it again. I
Yeah,
don't want
yeah,
it. But
yeah. Right.
let's see if Brendan, if he's still in here. I haven't seen him, but is he gonna take it or is he gonna let it spin again? I'm not seeing Brendan McCormick
I think
here.
let it spin again. Yeah.
I think he has abandoned just. I mean, he was here, but I have not seen him pipe in. And maybe he's not responding on purpose. Maybe he's waiting for me to spin it again, and then he'll be like, "Sorry, I was here. I'm just not gonna do it." Um, so listen, because he's not saying anything, I'm just gonna go, and we're gonna spin it again, folks. We are spinning again. This
All right.
again is for the $75 gift certificate to Horizon Hobby, courtesy of Mr. George Watts. Oh, Reed Smith. Tell me Reed Smith is in here. Reed Smith. Are you here, my friend? Reed Smith is a pretty new subscriber to the channel. I believe he is a younger gentleman, and this will be yes, Reed Smith is here. We have a
Woo,
winner
woo, woo.
of the
Yeah.
$75 gift certificate to Horizon Hobby, courtesy of our great friend George Watts. I had an opportunity to meet George at Jet Jam this year, one of the few events that actually happened this year. George Watts is an incredible person, and congratulations to you, Reed, on winning, and a huge round of thanks and gratitude go to Mr. George Watts for providing such a generous prize. So thank you, George Watts, and
Thanks again, George.
congratulations, Reed Smith. Reed, shoot me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com and we will get that gift certificate over to you promptly. Now, for all of you guys, just so you're aware, Horizon, and we can all blame Tom for this, Horizon takes
Uh-oh.
about 3 days to process their gift certificates. So when I buy
I
it,
have nothing to do with
yeah,
that.
I know, right? When I buy it, I don't get it right away. So it's going to take about, look for it around the end of the week. I'll email it to you. But shoot me an email so I can confirm your email address and I will order up those gift certificates and I will have them to you hopefully by the end of the week. Now, this next prize is interesting. This is from Ryan O, who's been a long time viewer on the channel. He's got a very interesting prize that he's giving away. Dude, did you run out of battery? Are you using like a GoPro?
Yeah. No, I'm using my DSLR, so it's probably not a good idea. It just keeps dying. This is the second battery. We'll see how long this one lasts.
All right. I was wondering how you were getting such good depth of field, like, dang, man, you
Yeah,
got
I
like the
know, right?
blurry background
I
and the
got the
nice,
the Broca, all
like,
that.
dude,
Yeah.
I'm just using like a little Logitech crap cam. Um,
Well, you got to up your game, man.
well, I've got a really nice one, but it's looking the other way to the main studio, and I needed like three screens to be able to pull off what we're doing, and
Yeah.
that's not what I'm seeing over there. So, congratulations to Reed Smith. The next, we are going to a really cool gift. And when I say gift, I mean that. This is not going to be something that is, I mean, this is something that's really coming from Ryan, and I think that this is a really cool. Um, so what Ryan has contributed to the giveaway, and I don't want people to scoff at this, right? Some people are going to be like, nah, but listen, man, if you win this, I think that it's a really special thing that Ryan's doing. What he is doing is Ryan has been in the hobby for a little while now, and he is a big builder of foam board airplanes like you see on Flight Test. And what he is contributing to the giveaway is a custom built by him. He's going to build up a custom built foam board airplane of your choosing, any of the single engine foam board airplanes, whether that is
Man,
one of their standard foam board airplanes or the master builds. As long as it's a single engine airplane, he is going to custom build and custom paint that airplane, and it's going to be ready to go when you get it. So
that's
this
awesome.
is this is a really cool prize, and it's something that when you get it, and you may not get it for a couple of weeks, right? It takes some time to build these things. I know they say they take an hour, but when you're putting your time and your effort into it, I mean, give the guy a little bit of time to get it built for you.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm going to put you in touch with Ryan, so you guys can go back and forth with email to talk about the plane you want and the kind of customizations that you want on it. I think that this is a super cool prize. So let's give a big round of emojis, or clap your hands, everybody, for Ryan O for contributing a prize that is truly coming from the heart. I mean, he's going to build this plane for you, and I think that that's really something else, man. So thank you, Ryan. And we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel for a custom um, foam board airplane, single engine foam board airplane you're choosing, built and personalized by Ryan O.
Is it one of the flight test plans? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever built one of those, Dave?
I have.
Yeah, yeah, all right.
I
I
have.
built a couple of their FPV wings. Those are pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've built a couple of their wings. They fly great, man. So, Mr.
Hmm.
Hal Roofner, I don't think I've seen Hal tonight. Let me see. I don't think I've seen him. Hal Roofner. Has anybody seen Hal Roofner? Oh, Guniac, you're missing all the giveaways, man. You're missing all the giveaways. So I'm not seeing Hal Rufner, and unfortunately, we're running out of time. So I just got to move on.
Yep,
Um,
blast through it.
next up, this is for the custom foam board plane built by Ryan O. Mike Bird. Mike Bird. I think Mike Bird is in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. So this would be a really difficult thing to do logistics wise anyway. But we're going to leave. Uh, yeah, I haven't seen Mike. So I'm just going to do, quick shots in YouTube and see if I see that they've been in here. I haven't seen Mike Bird. So we're just going to move on,
Moving on.
guys. Next up, Roland for the custom foam board airplane from Ryan O. Jeff Tui RC. Tui RC, are you in here? So Ryan O says that he would have shipped it to the UK, but we just moved on. And that's awesome, Ryan,
Yeah.
because I mean, shipping to the UK is no joke.
Mm-mm.
Like I'd have been like, I'm gonna send you the parts and you put it together.
Yeah, right.
Tui RC, there we go. So Jeff Tui RC, congratulations. Uh,
All right.
Jeff Tui, I want you to send me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com, and I'm going to get you in touch with Ryan O, and you guys can work out the details. Ryan O is going to build you your very own foam board aircraft. And like we've said, man, the amount of love that has to go into one of those planes, um, it might be a little foam board airplane, but at the end of the day, that takes
Yeah, and
it
he's painting it too. That's
it takes
amazing.
time, skill, the painting, everything, man. That's a really cool prize. So congratulations to TUI RC, and a big thank you to Ryan O for offering that up as a prize for tonight's giveaway.
Thank you,
Um,
Ryan.
TUI RC. All right, next up, we have what is not really, it's not really the like that airplane to me was probably the second coolest prize of the night, but we do have a pretty cool prize up for grabs. The next item that we are going to have up for grabs is a Spektrum S150 smart charger. Now, these next two items, these are all brand new in the box. I have them, but when you get them, they will be opened. And the reason that they're going to be opened is because before I about spat out a really bad word.
Uh-oh.
So before, on complete accident, before I send these out, I'm going to make sure that they are upgraded to the latest and greatest versions of the firmware. The S150, even though you can't see that it's running any better firmware than it ever has been, it does have new firmware available for it. And I am going to upgrade the firmware on the S150 charger to make sure that what you get is the latest and greatest iteration. So when you get it, the wrap will be off the box, but I promise you that what you are getting is brand new product.
All
So
right.
this next item that we are giving away is a Spektrum S150 smart charger. All right.
It's a
Sorry.
great charger. It does 2 to 4S. Automatically starts charging smart batteries. Pretty
It
nice.
is. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And it does a good job.
Yeah. It's actually pretty fast for a little tiny box.
Yeah, 50 watts, son, 50 watts.
Yeah.
I
And the
know.
update was to fix peaking on the nickel metal portion. So if you guys ever fly with or drive with
Gotcha.
nickel metal. That's what it
Yeah,
did.
or if you've got like a nickel metal, like a receiver pack.
Receiver pack.
So
Yeah, yeah.
Joe Habib, is Joe Habib in the chat tonight? I have not seen Joe Habib. Oh, Joe Habib has been here. We need you to pipe
Yeah,
in,
Joe.
Joe Habib.
Hey, Joe.
So here is the Spectrum S150. As you can see, it is still wrapped up in the shiny
Oh,
plastic,
it's fresh. Yeah.
fresh out the box. This is courtesy of Horizon Hobby. This one was sent to me for review, but I had two of them sent to me for review. So I still have one.
What happened there?
I don't know. You sent me one, and then Jason sent me one, and I was like, dude, I've already got one.
Oh yeah, Jason's been going willy nilly with smart stuff lately, but that's okay. He does a good job.
So this one is courtesy of Jason Merkel at Horizon Hobby.
Thank you, Jason.
Yes, thank you, Jason.
I sent my own stuff too, guys.
All right. So Joe Habib, has Joe Habib said anything? I don't think so. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to move on, guys. Let's see. All right. Edom Ingram. This was a an email submission. I don't know if you are Edom Ingram, you need to let me know. He gives away the whole store. Jason gives up the whole store.
He does. He even sent those Petronik brothers an NX6.
Yeah, right. I,
No, I'm just playing. Those guys are cool.
like like I had to pay for an NX10, you punks. I'm just I'm totally kidding, by the way. Like that's not the one I expect to get for free. Which which by the way, anyone who thinks that these products are free, I welcome you to do what I do to get them.
Yeah, right.
They are not free. Um, so I'm not seeing anything here. So we are going to move on to the next roll. And this is for a Spectrum S150 that I will be
Come
opening up
down.
and I will be updating to the latest and greatest version of the firmware. Nice, fresh, brand new. Airvexed RC? Micah, are you in here? I think I saw Airvexed RC earlier tonight. When will the IX20 be back in stock?
I was waiting for questions.
Dude, I've been waiting for them too, but
Uh,
we're all having such a good time with the
yeah.
giveaway that no one's been asking them.
The I'll answer it real quick. We're supposed to have another shipment, I think mid-January of them, but I think that's actually going to be the first shipment we'll actually have open stock. So really, with the IX20, if you want one, put it on pre-order, and that'll put you in line. People have been getting them. It's just every order we get goes straight in and right back out
All
to
right.
people have them pre-ordered.
So Airvexed RC is the winner of our updated S150 smart charger.
Did he say? Is he
Yes,
here?
absolutely, and
All
he has
right,
already been marked down.
cool.
So next up, we are running into the final giveaway of the evening. And we're gonna have a few minutes left after this. So if Tom has something else he wants to throw in, that's cool too. But
I have an idea.
we might be able to do something. So this last prize, guys, that I have, this is courtesy of myself. So a little bit of something that I'm doing and a little bit of something that Tom's doing. So
Hmm.
this is a big grand prize package. And what it is this is going to be a smart upgrade for a 4S airplane. So if you have like one of the smart, or if you have one of like the 1.2 meter warbirds, if you have
Hmm.
other airplanes, this includes a Spectrum AR630 receiver. This is the new internal antenna. Some people say antennaless. Like, dude, it wouldn't work if it was antennaless. It is an in, it's an internal antenna, forward programming AS3X safe receiver. It basically sets up the exact same way as the AR637T, with the exception of this does not. I don't think this supports full range telemetry, so it's only
Right.
flyby
Flyby
telemetry.
telemetry.
And
It's about 300 meters.
right, I know the terminology, man.
Got it.
So and it does not have an altimeter. It doesn't have the barometer in it. So
Hmm.
you get an AR630 receiver. This has already been updated to the latest and greatest firmware, so there's no longer a staple, but it's brand new in the box, ready for you. Next up, we have an Avian 60 amp Smart ESC. So all that nice, fresh, juicy telemetry data that you'll get into your Gen 2 or better DX series or NX series or IX series radio from this receiver and this ESC. This is what you need to get, man, and no more freaking telemetry sensors. Now here's what Tom said to me to throw into this, and I was shocked when I got it because I was like, hey man, yeah, like a 3200 battery. And this guy, probably because of limited stock, and this was the only 3200 that was available, but that's okay because you guys win a 3200 4S 100C Smart Pack. This is the
Yeah.
baddest of the bad of 4S
Creme
3200s.
de creme.
They've got and let me tell you, when this says 100C on it, I don't doubt it at all. Like the 30 and
Yep.
50C packs have been amazing. That's all that I've even had to use. The 100C packs, dude, this is a big, beefy battery. So
Yeah.
between
We're not liberal with our
there
ratings.
you no, no. So between the 630 and the 60 amp Avian ESC and the 4S 3200 milliamp hour smart pack, you are going to be able to get the full smart telemetry uh, complement from whatever bird you put this in. And when you go to program it, be sure to come back to the RC Air Marshal YouTube channel. Check out my AR6370 programming series. That will get you all set and up and running on your AR630 as well. So let's spin the wheel for the maybe final prize of the evening. And remember, guys, these are all brand new in the box, wrapped up in the package, but I am going to be opening them and making sure that things like your firmware are up to date, which means, by the way, we're going to go ahead and spin this, and I'll explain this while it's spinning, which means that you are going to have all of the ability to program your ESC from your transmitter, which is awesome, right? Because I'm going to update the ESC, I'm going to update the receiver, I'm going to update the transmitters, or not your transmitter. You got to do that on your own. Mike, Michael Reitza, are you kidding me? Michael Reitza wins everything. Michael Reitza, are you in here, Michael? Michael Reitza is the luckiest dude on YouTube. Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
God. So Michael Reitza has won the 4S upgrade package, and I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. Congratulations, Michael Reitza. And for this one, I'm going to say, thank you to me, thank you to Horizon for providing that awesome prize package, and congratulations to Michael Reitza. And give me just a second here to write down what just happened. I can't believe it. If Michael writes it doesn't win it, it's Jeff's Custom RC. So one of those guys wins everything. All right. So that was the last prize that I had on the wheel.
All right. Should I throw something in there?
Well, I mean,
I'm happy to.
that'd be pretty cool.
Um,
Let's see what we
should it
got.
be should it be a receiver or merch or a battery? What do you guys think? Let's see what the comments are. The first one I see is what it's going to be. Receiver, merch, or battery.
Guys, we have one more big prize. You know what I think
The
would be
merch might be something cool.
you know what I think would be cool, Tom, is like a little merch package. With like a hat and a hoodie, maybe?
I think John Graham said thanks. Oh, he said thanks for all this plain nice battery. Oh, there's so much. All right, I'm gonna do merch because it's
These
something I want to show
ridiculous
off.
these ridiculous people are talking about.
So this is something that we're gonna come out with real soon.
Oh, is this like a new fresh piece of
This is
of
new
merch
merch
that no one's seen?
that nobody's seen, and I'm gonna tease it here.
Get Shut the front door. Is that an
It's
airplane
a wind
cover?
sock. It's a wind sock
Oh, man, that's cool
for,
too.
for your field, and it says Spektrum and
Screw
Smart
that.
on it.
That's for my pit
I know, right?
for the whole
So who wants
field.
to win one of these? It
No,
might be a couple months before because this we're just going through the samples, trying to make sure they're right.
so
But
listen, I did get Bobby's message, and we're rolling for that. We're rolling for that too. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and roll the wheel. So, are we doing a windsock, Tom? Are you gonna
we're
throw a
doing a
wind?
wind sock.
Is that
I'm gonna
it?
do a wind sock. How's that sound?
That's awesome. I think that sounds great. I'm gonna put my name on the wheel.
I'll send you one. Don't worry about
Thanks, man. So that's awesome. That's what I get out of all of this is a windsock, folks. Don't forget it.
it.
All right. So that's awesome. I love that. I think that's awesome. So we're rolling the wheel right now for a Spectrum windsock, and then we have one final prize that we're gonna do. So Bobby and Ryan and everybody who keeps asking me if I saw it, yes, I got it. Joseph Ramsey, Ryan's dad. So this is Pilot Ryan's dad.
All right. Well, there we go.
Is Joseph Ramsey in here tonight? Because I have a feeling that Pilot Ryan may get his own windsock.
Yeah, probably. I say you roll the wheel again.
we're we're gonna roll the wheel again because Joseph Ramsey's probably got a windsock. Yeah, Ryan's calling his dad right now, like, Dad, get in here. You just want a windsock. I need this.
I need
All right, so we're gonna roll the wheel again. Afterburner RC. I have not seen them tonight, I don't think. Afterburner RC. Uh-oh, my dogs are coming.
Oh.
What? Right now? Is something bad happening? Okay. So Afterburner RC, are you in here tonight? Sorry. Sorry guys, we got like I know Afterburner RC is here. Afterburner RC, congratulations. So
All right.
thank you to Spectrum and congratulations to Afterburner RC. He's going to be one of the first
You're going to
people
be one of
on
the
the
first
planet
people to get a Spektrum windsock.
to get a Spectrum windsock. And then I've got one last prize to give away and then a bone to pick with Tom. And then we're going to have to
Uh-oh.
sign off. It's not that bad, dude. So I'm going to be okay. So this is for the final grand prize of the evening. So let me. So Afterburner RC, shoot me an email to rcairmarshal@gmail.com and then make sure and then I will make sure that Tom gets your information so we can get
Yeah.
a brand new fresh off the press Spectrum windsock sent out to you. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Just keep in mind, it probably be a couple months before we actually get them in the warehouse. So.
Oh, that's fine. But that thing is
All right.
cool, man. That thing is
Yeah,
cool.
man. We
uh,
should have them just in time for flying season. That's kind of my plan.
so wind sock from Tom goes to Afterburner RC. Dude, that's awesome. All right, next up, guys, and this is really cool from BitGo Hobby. BitGo Hobby has thrown in a Dynam T28. So here we go. We are spinning the
Nice.
wheel. I know, right?
I love T28s, man.
T28s are some of the best flying airplanes there are.
Hmm.
So thank you so much to Bobby at BitGo Hobby for contributing a Dynam T28 to the drawing. That's awesome. We are spinning the wheel for that right now. Let's see what happens. Jordan Dole. Jordan Dole, are you in here? Is Jordan in here? I know he was. Jordan Dole was in here earlier tonight. Is he still here? There he is. There he is. So
Woo!
congratulations to Jordan Dole.
Wow.
You
Awesome.
are the winner of a Dynam T28 courtesy of BitGo Hobby. Congratulations, sir. All right. And we've only got minutes to go. So I got to cut this off real quick. But I do want to ask one question to Tom before we let him go and before
All
we
right.
sign off for the evening. So I'm going to
Sure.
flip back over. So we're done with the prizes, guys. Everybody, congratulations to all the winners. This has been a lot of fun.
You're just in time. My wife is blowing up my phone. So.
Awesome, awesome. So here's the one question that I got for you that I meant to ask earlier.
All right.
You know, which one of can you tell us who the engineer was at Spectrum who decided to go with micro USB on the NX series radios instead of USB-C? So I know who to kick in the where
That
place.
is,
Was it you? Did you?
it wasn't me. I'm not an engineer. No. It was more of a collaborative kind of thing. I think people thought that, at least around us, is like it's a little bit cheaper to produce and it's more accessible. Okay, I get that, but USB-C is just better. So I'm not going to say whose name it was because I assume somebody would probably get mad. Then I'd be like,
I'm,
oh, it was that particular individual. It was all his fault.
yeah,
So
I'm not really gonna get mad at the guy, but it just didn't make a lot of
I hear
sense
you
to me.
though.
Like, why didn't they go USB-C? It's so much easier. Like, you can flip it in either
Yeah,
way.
it's just better.
You know,
They're more durable.
it's a more secure connection.
Yeah,
But
I agree. But that being said, that is something that we plan on adding to future models. So
well, hey, I'll tell you what. I
not
got
all hope is lost.
I got the NX10. It comes with the magnetic mount, so I'm good to go. I'm not worried about it at
Yeah,
all. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, thank you so much tonight, Tom, for coming and joining us.
yeah,
It's
it
been a
was
lot of
fun.
fun.
I
And
like that. It's fun.
congratulations to all the winners. I think we finally got to talk about something other than RC, at least for a few minutes. And
Yeah,
the giveaway was awesome. Thank you so much for throwing in the windsock at the end. I think that that was a nice touch that that Afterburner RC is really gonna like. And
yeah,
it's been fun, man. It's been a fun night. Uh, Thank you so much to everybody for sticking around and hanging out with us for the last year. That was Amy, giving us a quick flyby. Um, so the past year's been a ton of fun, guys. We're gonna keep doing it until we can't do it no more. I gotta get going. But again, thank you, Tom. Thank you to BitGo. Thank you to everybody who provided prizes. Thank you to everybody, or congratulations to everybody who won prizes.
yeah.
It's been a blast, and
I look forward to doing it again, guys. This is fun.
yeah, we may not do it the same way, but I'd love to have you back on the show sometime when we don't have to give stuff away and it can be less hectic, and we can actually take
Yeah,
questions from people.
yeah. We can start talking about stuff. I like that. So let me know. I'm down.
All right, man. Well, you have a great night, and again, thank you for joining us. And
You're welcome.
everybody have a great night.
All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Take it easy.
All right, y'all all have a good night.